Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best Netflix approved cameras.
Starting at number 5.
Panasonic Lumix S1H. For serious video shooters, the Panasonic Lumix S1H box cam can make a lot of sense as it can be rigged up for a multitude of different uses. It has a 24.2 megapixel full-frame sensor with dual native ISO technology, 14 plus stops of dynamic range, and an OLPH, optical low-pass filter, which helps to suppress moire and false colors and make it excellent in low light. It's capable of recording 6K 24p or 4K 60p 10-bit when using an image area equivalent to Super 35mm. If you're using the entire 35mm sensor area, it can shoot 4K 30p 10-bit 4.2.2 in H.264. With live streaming growing increasingly popular, the S1H is capable of transmitting high-quality footage to social streaming platforms over a wired LAN collection. It can stream 4K 60p video in H.265, which means the bitrate is halved and the image quality is kept the same. The lack of a screen may be off-putting, but its modular system means you can easily attach an external recorder such as the Atmos Ninja V, which will also make it capable of outputting 12-bit RAW video.
Coming at number 4.
Sony FX9. The Sony FX9 is a serious full-frame video camera that, despite its price, offers great value for serious videographers. Sony, of course, knows a lot about what serious filmmakers need, as proven by the popularity of its FS7 camera, which has been a smash hit since its launch. It's been the mainstay of many independent production companies all over the world, thanks to its Super 35mm sensor, fast frame rates, and great image quality. But time and technology have moved on, and the most discerning cinematographers now want a full-frame sensor ideal for high ISO performance and shallow depth of field, along with a usable AF system that uses phase detection and is hugely customizable. Live streaming is also far more important than ever, and for those who want to grade the footage to within an inch of its life, internal RAW recording is the way to go. Sony's answer is to make a super advanced version of the FS7 with its stepless built-in ND filters, long battery life, professional connections such as SDI and XLR audio inputs, and great ergonomics. Then use a backside illuminated, full-frame sensor and the super advanced hybrid autofocus system from the Alpha mirrorless cameras.
At number 3.
Panasonic S1H. With the Lumix S1H, Panasonic has used its considerable video experience to bring many of its high-end VariCam features to the Lumix S range. The controls, the interface, and certainly the hardware have been built for video and cinematography, and the fact it's also a very serviceable 24MP stills camera is a bonus. It's a very interesting bridge between conventional system cameras and higher-end cine gear, especially for existing Panasonic videographers. It has the power for professional video productions. The headline spec is its ability to capture 6K video, yes, 6K, either in a 3:2 ratio at 24p and 10-bit 4:2:0 quality, or 5.9K in a conventional 1:9 ratio at 30p divided by 25p divided by 24p. At this level though, processing power is the limiting factor, so with 6K or 5.9K capture, you're restricted to the cropped Super 35mm format. The bit depth is important. 8-bit capture is okay for video footage that's not going to be heavily edited or graded later, but if you're going to apply heavy adjustments and especially if you're going to use vlog modes, you really need the extra bit depth of 10-bit capture to avoid banding, clipping and other artifacts.
Number 2 of my list.
Sony FX6. The Sony FX6 answers a real need for filmmakers that Sony's mirrorless alpha cameras do not. For shooting video, there is nothing that comes close to using a real cinema camera that has professional controls and ergonomics, multi-channel XLR audio, built-in ND filters, no overheating issues, and very long battery life. These cameras are purpose-made for the job but have lacked the full-frame sensor and advanced AF features that mirrorless camera users are used to, until now. The FX6 doesn't use the same sensor as the FX9, which is actually 6K but downsampled to 4K. Instead, it inherits the same BS-CMOS sensor from the Sony A7S III mirrorless camera and also the majority of its video spec and on-sensor phase detection autofocus. So like the A7S III, the FX6 records in 4K at 60 frames per second full frame with no crop, which is stored internally to SD or the same new CF Express Type A cards as first used in the A7S III. While the mirrorless camera records only in 4K at 16:9, the FX6 can go to DCI 4K at 17:9 XAVCI 10-bit 4:2:2 at up to 60p, recording at 600 megabits per second. But at this super wide setting, the view actually becomes shallower, in height, to give the DCI 4K aspect ratio.
And number 1.
Canon EOS C70. This digital cine camera can record up to DCI 4K 60p resolution video to dual slots using widely available and more affordable SD cards. High frame rates can be recorded in 4K up to 120 frames per second and up to 180 frames per second in a 2K cropped Super 16 mode. Codec options include Canon's XFAVC, XFAVC Intra, and XFAVC Long GOP, providing up to 10-bit 4:2:2 DCI 4K images with reduced storage requirements. To boost your post-production workflow, the versatile EOS C70 supports both proxy recording rates and simultaneous recording in different formats, including 4K/HD and XFAVC/MP4 options. The EOS C70 can also capture still images to SD card slot B when on standby in select video modes. With all its features, the Canon EOS C70 is a fine cinema camera in its own right and can be used for any shoot as an A camera. However, it can also fit into your C300 Mk3 workflow as a B camera, allowing for smoother workflows when a project hits the editing or color grading suite.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.